Okay, so we're covering dark plug on the next part of our series on how to make plug. So a little quick history. It started to emerge around 2017. Most people consider Zangang to be one of the major producers to really popularize dark plug. Honestly, you could probably do a whole nother video breaking down Zangang's influence across the board. He's literally worked with guys all across the subgenre and beyond. Guys like Summrs, Autumn, YSBOG, 10K Duncan, Diego Money, Zeliocho, and there's literally hundreds more. I mean, this guy's worked with everybody. His collab with Slimesito in 2017 is what really began to popularize dark plug. Basically, you just take all the themes from plug and just kind of combine it with a darker melody. While many people consider Zangang to be the producer which really helped popularize dark plug, there are many other producers that helped shape the subgenre. Eddie Gianni, Sensei ATL, 2Times, Chapo, and there's many others. Some artists that these producers have worked with are Slimesito, Big Smoke Chapo, Glock 40 Spaz, Blue Honcho, Scuffle, Tony Snow, BZB, and there's so many more. So that's a little bit of history. Let's get into the beat now. There's a few different ways to make dark plug. They tend to vary a bit based on the producer and the artists. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I don't really spend a lot of time making dark plug, but hopefully you can kind of take away some of the themes that I lay out here and start to make dark plug for yourself. First, I added this piano melody using the delay piano from Purity. We're in the E minor scale, just following 2 bass notes. The goal here is just to lay out a pretty simple melody that has kind of like a darker feel to it. I then grabbed this octave bell preset from Purity and laid down this bell pattern to layer with the piano. Then I got another bell from Purity called Delay For You. This gives the chorus a little bit more rhythm. I also added some halftime on there to make it sound darker. And here I'm using a strings preset from Purity called Bow and Pids. I actually think this is one of the most important parts. Almost all dark plug beats have like strings or pads with some notes that almost sound like they conflict with each other. And finally, we have one more higher pitched string. I use the Legato Strings 1 preset from Purity. I basically use Purity for this entire beat, but there's some other good plugins like Xenology and Expand. As always with plug, you usually want to keep the hi-hats pretty spread out. I added some snare rolls and chants to give it a little bit more bounce. Basically just find a plug drum kit online and use really simple but bouncy patterns. Then I'm using this 808 from a plug kit. Sometimes Zangang uses like a sub/808 in his beat. I decided not to use that here because it's kind of hard to hear on your phone, but it's in a lot of plug drum kits and it's a really good one to use. One last thing that I recommend is if you're looking for inspiration, don't just go to YouTube and search for dark plug type beats. I think you're going to get a lot more value from listening to songs from artists and producers that popularize the genre, like the ones I mentioned earlier in this video. For the next video, we're going to continue to dive into plug and its subgenres. So if you want to learn more, make sure to click that follow button. All right, and this is how it sounds all together.